Greetings and welcome to lecture 3.4 Graphing Intercepts. In the last couple of videos we've chatted about linear equations with two variables, x and y, and actually graphing those as well. There are two very special points when it comes to graphing, and those are the intercepts. What that means is the x-intercept of a straight line is the x-coordinate of the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. So if you remember, the x-axis is the horizontal line. I have a horizontal line, I have a vertical line. It is when the line crosses through that horizontal axis. At that point, just the x-coordinate would be our x-intercept. Similarly, when I have the vertical axis, the y-axis, when the line crosses in any direction, crosses that y-axis, the y-coordinate of that point is the y-intercept. So let's see it graphically. So generic graph, I have a line, and at this point of 0b, it crosses the y-intercept. So the y-intercept equals b. Not the point 0, b, but just the y-coordinate, which is b. Similarly, the x-intercept is at the point a, 0, but it is just the x-coordinate of a. Okay. So let's use this information. Given an equation, 3x minus 2y equals b, equals 6, let's graph our line just using our intercepts that we come up with. Now, yes, I know I told you 3 points. You should always use 3 points to create a line, but we're just going to use the 2 for now. So the x-intercept is when y equals 0. So let's plug in y equals 0 and solve for x. X equals 2. Therefore, the x-intercept equals 2. Y-intercept is when x equals 0. Plug in wherever x is a 0. Solve for y, and y equals -3. So the y-intercept is -3. So if you recall, 3x minus 2y equals 6. The x-intercept is 2. The y-intercept is -3. So when x is 2, we put a point there. Y is -3. Break out your handy dandy ruler, connect the dots, put a couple arrows on, and there's your line. So not that difficult. When you have 2 points, just connect the dots. So let's graph -x plus 2y equals 4 by finding our intercepts again. So when the x-intercept is when y equals 0. So let's plug in a 0. Therefore, -x plus 2 times 0 equals 4. Therefore, -x equals 4, and x equals -4. Remember to divide by -1. So our x-intercept is -4. Similarly, let's do our y-intercept is when x equals 0. Plug in 0, so 2y equals 4. Y equals 2, therefore the y-intercept is 2. We plot these, so x-intercept is -4. Our y-intercept is 2. Connect the dots, and there is your solution. Now let's work through another example from start to finish. Using our intercepts, we want to draw the graph. For our equation, y equals -1/3 x plus 2. So I think the easiest one to find out first is the y-intercept. That's when x is 0. So when x is 0, y equals -1/3 times 0 plus 2, or 0 plus 2, and that equals 2. Y-intercept is at 2. Now the x-intercept is when y equals 0. So wherever we see a y, we're going to plug in 0, negative 1/3 x minus, plus 2. That would be negative 2, moving the 2 to the other side, equals negative 1/3 x. Multiplied by the reciprocal is negative 3 and negative 3, so x equals 6, so the x-intercept equals 6. Let's plot it. So I like to plot the x-intercept is at 6. Our y-intercept is at 2 on the y. And let's plot it. All right. That's it. You find your 2 points, you connect the dots, and you have your graph of your linear equation. So that's it for this lecture. Until next time, be seeing you.